Alright, so what's up guys? So we're out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all of you guys to simply sit back, watch, and enjoy. Because this is what we do and this is how we do it. So, you know, for you want to be inspired, right? You want life-changing stuff to happen to you or to move you. And you know, I'm the same way. I'm always looking for inspiration, reading new books, hearing new things, seeking new advice, more help from other people. And you know, for you, you might want the same. So don't worry, because we are gonna give you 4 tips to change your life. Tip number 1 is what we already mentioned, and that is to read books. Right? So many people don't do this. They simply go about life not reading books, wanting to learn new things, and you know, if you're not doing that, if you're not putting that new content and material in your brain, it's gonna be harder to learn new things, right? Especially if you're not going to school, going to class of some sort. You're just going and doing the same daily activities every day, just waking up, going to work, so forth. So, you know, if you really want to spice up your mind, right, and what you're putting in there, start reading some books, right? It doesn't have to be, you know, the most complex and long, huge, thick books, right? It can start off as something small, right? Start reading, you know, a little non-fiction book, right? A little self-help book here and there, right? Whatever you prefer. And what's gonna happen to you is you're gonna hear some new perspectives, right? Because that author didn't live through the same exact things that you lived through. They had their own unique life and, you know, the experiences that came with it. And while some might align with yours, right, you might share the same beliefs and ideas, they, you know, can help you through their own, you know, experiences, what they've been through, and you know, prevent you from going through the wrong way or show you the right way. Regardless, it's helpful to hear what they have to say, because had you not, you might, you know, make some unnecessary mistakes. I call them unnecessary because they could have been prevented simply by reading the books and having the knowledge, right, that those authors are nice enough to put down on a piece of paper and into a book for you to absorb. And if you think about it, that's probably one of the nicest things that somebody can do for you, right? Simply put down their information, you know, for anyone to see, right? They could have very easily not released it or hidden it from you, but in essence, they're so nice and generous and caring, they, you know, put the time out of the day to sit down and write these books. And you know, you should be thankful for that. And you know, from that, in order to change your life, start reading some books, because they will give you some valuable insights, because it takes quite a bit of work to write a book, right? You gotta be knowledgeable in that material to write something down about it, because simply thinking those thoughts and saying some words about how you feel and what you've been through is completely different than having to write a couple 100-page book about it and be grammatically correct and understandable for people to read and enjoy. So, you know, use the ability that books have to give you, and you will change your life. And you know, now we will go to tip number 2, and that is to exercise, right? Work out, right? It doesn't have to be these crazy Mr. Olympia workouts, but you know, you can start off small, right? Start off with some home workouts. There's plenty of them on YouTube, and simply by doing a Google search, you'll be able to find plenty workout routines for you to follow. And from that, you'll have a general sense of what to do for your workouts, because that's a big thing. So many people are confused. They don't know where to start, especially when it comes to bettering themselves through fitness. And no, I don't blame you, because I was the same. I had no idea, right, what to do. And what that led was to more and more procrastination, right? I kept putting aside going to the gym because it simply seemed so hard. And in my mind, it was impossible, right? Seeing those people on TV with such nice, beautiful muscles, and I looked at them as almost these superhuman, godlike figures. They had something that I thought I could never attain. And by simply casting doubt into that thought in my mind, I started to believe in myself. Right? You got to reject that thought that hinders you from wanting to exercise and improve your body. And from that, it's going to trickle down into other parts of your personal well-being. Right? It just doesn't stop with getting huge biceps and a nice set of abs. Right? It goes into your confidence, right? Your swagger, right? Because when you get these muscles, when you do these strenuous activities of exercise, you're pushing yourself and building strength, mental strength, right? Not just physical strength, which is good, which can help you, right? It can help you defend yourself in a fight, protect your family, and ultimately will give you the confidence, right, that you're a stronger human being. You can handle other people. You have a better ability to do so, and you look better. And from that, you'll feel more confident. You'll feel more better about yourself, and that's only going to help you. And now we will go into tip number 3 to change your life, and that is to meditate. Right? So important, because when you do that, and this is something that's free of charge, you can do anywhere, right? You can be locked up in a prison and still do this, right? You don't need anything for it. You just simply sit down, close your eyes, and sit and let your thoughts ruminate. And what that's going to do is going to put your mind at peace. Right? It's going to work towards it. Just like going to the gym and lifting weights, you are doing so for your mind. It's going to help you, because by simply doing that, having the ability to sit and do nothing and force yourself, to, ruminate in that area, right? To be almost, how you say, you thrive in that state. You thrive with nothing, in essence, because you're sitting down and doing nothing. And then when you go out into the world, when you go out into life, and you have your failures and your successes, when you mess up and don't get anything, which is what will happen to you, it happens to everyone, it won't feel so bad. You'll still feel that same joy that you had about life, right? You just simply sit down and breathe, focus on your breath, because that's something that's often taken for granted in this day and age, right? We're almost like spoiled little human beings, right? If we don't let ourselves really stop and appreciate what we have. And that goes into tip number 4. In order to change your life, you simply have to be grateful. Learn to have gratitude, for what you have, what's been given to you, because there's so many people that wish they had what you had, right? They had the opportunity to grow up where I am in America or Miami, where the weather's beautiful, and have the opportunity to make something out of their life. So let's see we got the fire department. So what were we saying? Right, by simply having gratitude, you're gonna change your life, right? You're not gonna feel the need to fill yourself with simply empty pleasures. And you know, from that you're gonna have a new way of thinking, a new paradigm about life. Things aren't gonna seem so harsh, right? Oftentimes the world can seem tough, right? You gotta wake up, you gotta go to work, you're stressed out about a deadline, or you know, potential raise that you need, right, to help you get this new car, this new house, right, be able to take care of your family and so forth, right? That can be so stressful and cause you almost to be angry at times, right? You feel this like almost emptiness that you have to have this thing, and if you don't get it, man, does that suck. But what it can make you forget is what you already have, right? You have a roof over your head, right? In many cases, right? You have all your limbs in many cases, because there's many people that don't have those things. They don't have all their limbs, right? They don't have shelter, right? And your freedom, right? So many people aren't free. So many people are locked up, right? And you know, you have the ability to do so, right? To speak freely, to go on YouTube and watch any video you want. So many people don't have those things. So what you got to learn to be is grateful. Have some gratitude about what you have, because yes, there are things that other people have that you don't, but you know, it's not the end of the world, right? You're still living, you're still breathing, you still have an opportunity to make the most of your life. That's all you have, because what other people have has nothing to do with you, right? You're supposed to make the best out of your life for you. And you know, from that, you would change your life and see it a whole different way. So, you know, without further ado, these are some 4 tips that can change your life. And we say thank you and goodbye.